Now on 4 News Now at 6, a shooting rocks the town of Wallace, Idaho this afternoon. We have the very latest with law enforcement on the scene.
It's raining in Spokane right now, but it will be turning to snow later this evening. I'll tell you about a winter weather advisory and the coldest weather of the season so far in the first alert forecast.
Plus, it is the giving season, but when it comes to donating blood, a lot of the public is holding off. Just how vital blood donations are, especially this time of year. You're watching 4 News Now at 6. Let's begin with that breaking news. We have a live look of the Wallace Inn, where law enforcement are planning to give us an update on a shooting that took place at the Shoshone County Sheriff's Office. That is set to begin at 6:30. We will bring it to you live just as soon as that starts. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Kirsten O'Connor, and in just the last half hour, the Kootenai County Sheriff's Office confirms the shooter is no longer a threat to the community of Wallace, Idaho. Again, the shooter no longer a threat. We are working to figure out exactly what happened to the shooter and who the victims are. Derek Strom is live on the scene for us. So Derek, what have you learned in the last hour?
Kirsten, it's still a very active scene here on Bank Street. All of the eyewitnesses I've spoken with so far are just shaken by the fact that this happened in Wallace. The street is usually very quiet, but it's been lit up with police lights for the last few hours. One of the witnesses I spoke with who heard several shots coming from the county sheriff's office, she was just a block away when that happened. She believes that the shooter is dead, and there are still several law enforcement officials here at the scene. Bank Street is blocked off from about 6th Street to 7th Street right now. There is a SWAT vehicle outside of the county sheriff's office. We're still working to confirm a lot of details from this shooting, especially whether or not the shooter is in fact dead. But the Shoshone County Sheriff's Office does have a press conference coming up tonight at 6:30 at the Wallace Inn, and we'll bring you plenty of details from that as soon as they become available. But for now, live in Wallace, Derek Strom, 4 News Now.
Thank you for that update, Derek. Again, this is still developing. Be sure to download the 4 News Now app and turn on push notifications to get the very latest sent straight to your phone. We do have snow coming in tonight. We want to send it now to Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker, who has our first alert forecast.
Well, right now it is rain, and it is really coming down here in downtown Spokane with a good breeze. 18-mile-per-hour winds with gusts to 34 miles per hour. Very unpleasant weather in progress right now. It is going to be turning over to snow later tonight. Here's a look at our Doppler radar right now, showing that heavy precipitation from Medical Lake all along I-90 right about until you get past Spokane Valley into Liberty Lake. Then it begins to ease in intensity, but we're also seeing some snow trying to mix in those regions, as well as points north of the Spokane area. We're getting reports of light snow in Sandpoint right now, as well as Newport. Chewelah, it's more of a rain-snow mix. We're going to keep this wet weather going through the overnight and then tapering off early tomorrow morning. A winter weather advisory is in effect until 10 o'clock in the morning Saturday for the area in purple on your screen. Up to 3 inches of snow in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, although most areas will see quite a bit less than that. Heavy mountain snow, which I will talk more about later in the broadcast, especially in regards to any past travel plans you may have. In the meantime, your evening forecast, a mix of rain and snow by 7 o'clock. Still windy. Winds will gradually taper off this evening. We're also going to see that rain turning to snow by about 9 o'clock. The coldest weather of the season so far is in your weekend forecast. I'll tell you all about it in just a few minutes, Kirsten.
We'll see you then, Chris. Thank you. Washington Governor Bob Ferguson gave an update on the status of Highway 2 repairs this afternoon. Starting Monday at 6 a.m., a limited section of Highway 2 will be accessible from the east from Coles Corner to Stevens Pass. And Stevens Pass will be open for skiing. The Department of Transportation will have a pilot car to take people back and forth between milepost 64 and 85, and that will operate for about a month. But because it's going to be just using one lane to escort drivers back and forth, you should expect delays. Governor Ferguson saying it's going to take a long time before the road is completely repaired. The holiday season is winding down, but Vitalant blood donation centers hope the season of giving will continue. This week after Christmas, donations plummet to their lowest, but the need for blood remains critical. Mary Sheridan spoke with a few people who rolled up their sleeves today to learn why they give and encouraging others to do the same.
Oh yeah, I've been donating blood for years.
If you're scared to give blood, Dennis Craner is here to ease your mind.
It's just a small pin probe, and you can't beat the snacks afterwards either.
A simple procedure that saves lives. But making the appointment is sometimes the hardest part.
It's a lot to carve out of your day. So, on top of family visiting and shopping and all that.
This time of year also brings illness and slippery roads. All of these factors are contributing to a blood donation shortage. Vitalant says they typically like to keep a 4-day supply on hand, but right now their supply of O negative, the universal blood type, is hovering around a 2-day supply. So Vitalant is trying to encourage the community to roll up their sleeves and give what they can.
I have a particular blood type that they actually have the most need for.
I actually have 3 reasons.
3 members of Ashley McDaniel's family have benefited from blood donations.
Well, it's a good influence, I feel like, on my kids too, showing them, donating, volunteering, giving back. So I like to lead by example.
Vitalant says more than 60% of the population is eligible to donate blood, but right now only about 3% take the time. The whole process takes about an hour, but that's including the check-in process and the short recovery period. But in most cases, the needle actually isn't in your arm for that long. Whole blood donations are the fastest at just 5 to 10 minutes. Platelet donations can take a bit longer at just over an hour, but they're just as important for specific treatments. Today, the donation center in downtown Spokane saw 38 donors. At the same time, they had almost just as many open appointments available. Across the region, Vitalant aims to see about 350 donors each day to keep up with demand. In Spokane, Mary Sheridan, 4 News Now.
We are getting live updates into the newsroom on that shooting in Shoshone County, and we'll bring you more information just as soon as it comes in. As we said earlier, we do expect a press conference with the Kootenai County Sheriff's Office around 6:30 to provide more information. We know now there is no threat to the community of Wallace, Idaho. We will take you to that press conference just as soon as it begins, again, right around 6:30. 4 News Now. We'll be right back.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
4 News Now is brought to you by Parker Subaru.
When I was told I needed radiation treatment for a brain tumor, I couldn't stop thinking about what could happen to my memories. Those moments I cherish from growing up, of finding myself, of the people I love, of what I've created. But they all just fade away. But when I learned how precise treatment was with Gamma Knife, I was reassured that those moments would be preserved. Because it's not only about protecting the memories I've made, but the ones I have yet to create.
This holiday season, you can count on Fred Meyer. You get up high quality and down low prices. Up high quality with our exclusive brands and down low prices on all your holiday needs. Because at Fred Meyer, quality and low prices always come together. Fred Meyer. Fresh for everyone.
I have something for you.
I have something for you too.
Get 0% APR on select Sierra 1500 models. See your local GMC dealer.
Winter's creeping in. Is your heating system ready for the challenge ahead? Don't let an unexpected equipment failure or high energy bills impact your comfort this holiday season. At Bills, our comprehensive maintenance can discover problems before they start, giving you peace of mind to focus on what matters most. For a limited time, you can schedule a tune-up for only $59. Call us at 208-777-5528 and schedule today.
Don't let congestion take over. Afrin No-Trip. Wow, ridiculously fast nasal congestion relief. The wow is real.
And now try new drug-free Afrin Saline. Whether planning your big day or needing a final touch, the Spokane Wedding Expo is for you. Experience firsthand all the aspects of a great wedding. Food, fashion, photography, and flowers all in one place. For tickets, visit SpokaneWeddingsandEvents.com.
Welcome back. The United States carrying out airstrikes in Nigeria last night. President Donald Trump says the strikes were going after ISIS targets after he has long accused the country of carrying out violence against Christians. ABC's Olivia Rubin has more details.
New video today from northwest Nigeria showing people carrying a metal object thought to be a projectile. And off in the distance, a fire raging after U.S. strikes overnight. The Pentagon also posting this video on social media showing the Christmas night missile launches. President Trump's major escalation coming after he says, quote, "I've previously warned these terrorists that if they did not stop the slaughtering of Christians, there would be hell to pay. And tonight there was." U.S. Africa Command adding the strikes killed, quote, "multiple ISIS terrorists." Nigeria saying the strikes were carried out in coordination with their authorities. Violence in Nigeria has been a focus for President Trump, who has previously warned of possible military action.
I'm hereby instructing our Department of War to prepare for possible action. If we attack, it will be fast, vicious, and sweet, just like the terrorist thugs attack our cherished Christians.
And while Nigeria's president doesn't deny violence there, he has refuted some claims, saying, quote, "The characterization of Nigeria as religiously intolerant does not reflect our national reality." Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth also posting, thanking the Nigerian government for their cooperation, adding that, quote, "There's more to come." Olivia Rubin, ABC News, New York.
The U.S. remains focused on an oil tanker that the military and Coast Guard chased into international waters near Venezuela last weekend. Officials are now reportedly considering moving additional resources into the area to forcibly board the ship. That's according to the people familiar with the matter, who said it's also possible the Trump administration could decide to abandon that idea. The White House describes the tanker named Bella One as a dark fleet vessel covered by U.S. sanctions and sailing under a false flag. Officials said the vessel is under a judicial order that allows for its seizure. Bella One has been linked to sanctioned Iranian oil and various Iranian proxy groups. Ukrainian President Zelensky says he and President Trump have agreed to meet in the next few days as the administration pushes to broker a deal that would end Russia's war on Ukraine. Negotiators Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner spoke with Zelensky over the phone on Christmas Day to discuss security guarantees for Ukraine. As a compromise, Zelensky says he's willing to pull back troops from the eastern Donbas region, turning an area Ukraine still controls into a demilitarized zone. It's the furthest Zelensky has gone to addressing Vladimir Putin's ultimatum of surrendering the Donbas region. Zelensky adds the 20-point peace plan is about 90% ready and plans to discuss with President Trump security guarantees, plus economic and territory issues. And our coverage of the situation in Shoshone County will continue in just a few minutes. We are still waiting on that press conference expected right around 6:30. We'll be live there as it gets started. Stay with us.
Your Saturday planner after snow overnight. It will be a dry start to the day, but a cold start to the day. 23 degrees in the morning, heading to a high of 30. That'll be the first time we've had below average temperatures in Spokane in more than 3 weeks. I'll be back with the rest of your weekend forecast and the New Year's Day outlook after the break.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
4 News Now is brought to you by Wendell Motors.
Discover unique treasures at the Small Biz Shop. Browse local vendors offering everything from gifts to home decor. Support our community's entrepreneurs and find something special today. Visit us at River Park Square's lower level.
Statistically speaking, your New Year's resolution will take a backseat sooner than later. Just make sure that seat's leather trimmed and German engineered. Don't miss Northern Quest's $115,000 New Year, New Benz giveaway. Play daily with your Camus Rewards card to enter. And on January 1st, you could win a brand new Mercedes. You know, so you can drive past the gym in style. Pre-party this Thursday at 4. Grand prize drawing 6 to 9 with Dave, Ken, and Molly.
The after Christmas savings are on now at all Walker's Furniture locations.
Get the furniture you love at 15 to 40% off. Or pay over time with interest-free financing until 2030.
This week at Walker's.
I have something for you.
I have something for you, too.
Get 0% APR on select Sierra 1500 models.
ShopDaveSmith.com.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on our next job. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com to nominate it. Our thanks to Horizon Credit Union for sponsoring the 4 News Now Extreme Team.
Discover unique treasures at the Small Biz Shop. Browse local vendors offering everything from gifts to home decor. Support our community's entrepreneurs and find something special today. Visit us at River Park Square's lower level.
GMA next week.
Grab someone you love. Get in front of the TV.
Because the Rockin' Countdown to 2026 is on with Ryan Seacrest and the Inside Dish on this year's Rockin' Surprises.
You never know what's going to happen.
Only on
Good Morning America.
Let's get you back to Wallace, Idaho, where we were following breaking news all afternoon and into the evening here at the Shoshone County Sheriff's Office. We know a shooting occurred here right around 2:30 in the afternoon, and we have heard that there will be a press conference with the Kootenai County Sheriff and the Shoshone County Sheriff coming up here in about 15 minutes. But let's get you up to speed on what is happening there. Still an active scene this afternoon. There were shots fired. We know from witnesses at a grocery store right across the street. They locked their doors. They stayed inside. Several law enforcement agencies responded and are still on scene, as you can see in this live picture. Those agencies are still asking people to avoid the area as they investigate, but there is no longer a threat. That is the key here. People in Wallace, Idaho were, like I said, locking their doors. We now know that that threat no longer an issue. We are waiting to hear more about who fired those shots and if anyone was hit. We will get you that information in just about 15 minutes. For now, though, let's send it to Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker, who has your first alert forecast.
A very unpleasant Friday night. We have rain and wind and temperatures beginning to drop in Spokane. It's 36 right now, still 38 degrees in Coeur d'Alene. 4 things to know about your forecast. Finally, it's going to look and feel more like winter. We have rain turning to snow overnight. It's going to be a cold weekend, coldest of the season so far. But we're also going to get some sunshine once this front moves through. Our forecast radar showing that rain turning to snow later this evening. 9 o'clock, not much snow behind the initial round of wet weather in Spokane, but we're going to keep it going through North Idaho and the central panhandle through Saturday morning. But by early Saturday morning, we are going to be clearing out. And again, should be a beautiful day tomorrow with some sunshine. Snowfall totals, a little bit of a work in progress. But right now, we're keeping the highest totals from the Idaho and Washington Palouse up through North Idaho, and especially in the mountains of the central panhandle. A closer view right on the metro area showing snowfall totals ranging from 2.5 inches at Spirit Lake to just 1/10 of an inch in Meade and 9 Mile, 1/2 inch in Spokane. Big mountain snows. This is through Saturday morning. We're seeing the rain turn into heavy snow over Snoqualmie Pass. Stevens is still closed. 1 to 3 inches on 4th of July Pass and 7 to 10 at Lookout Pass. Here's what's going on. We have an upper level trough. Precipitation moving through now, but it is swinging out of the region by Saturday morning. We are going to be in a dry northerly flow. That's going to bring the sunshine. That's going to bring the cool air, and we're going to keep it cool right on through the beginning of next week. Your temperatures for tomorrow. Look more like the overnight lows we've had, but really these aren't too far below average. 29 in Deer Park, 24 in Spirit Lake, also in the 20s at Fairchild Air Force Base, Cheney and Spangle. 30 in Meade and Coeur d'Alene, as well as Hayden and Post Falls. High temperatures tomorrow around the region. Look at all the 20s for Winthrop, Omak, Colville, Bonners Ferry, and Sandpoint. 30 degrees in Pullman, 39 in Lewiston, Moses Lake, and the Tri-Cities. The only other places staying above freezing. Our highs will get above freezing by Tuesday, but we're awfully close to that average high line, and we are still in the coldest time of the year from a climate standpoint. New Year's Eve right now looks dry with a high of 35, but wet weather will be moving in late Wednesday night and into Thursday, so we'll be tracking that carefully. In the meantime, after the snow tonight, pretty quiet weekend ahead, Kirsten.
All right, thank you so much, Chris. And if you're just joining us to get an update on your forecast, we are following some breaking news in Shoshone County that occurred this afternoon. We are waiting on a press conference with the Kootenai County Sheriff and the Shoshone County Sheriff about a shooting that happened near the sheriff's office in Wallace, Idaho. It's expected to get started right around 6:30, so we're about 10 minutes away, and we will bring it to you live just as soon as it gets started up. Stay with us.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Gold Seal Plumbing.
One night in Memphis, the nationally acclaimed tribute concert featuring Elvis, Carl Perkins, Jerry Lee Lewis, and Johnny Cash live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino, Thursday, January 29th.
Winning is just the beginning. The fireside is blazing bright as we're caroling through the night, and this Christmas will be so special for you and me. Yes, it will, baby. Yeah. Merry Christmas, happy holidays.
It's the year-end sales event with the Ford Crew Final Days.
Initiate Final Days protocol.
And just announced Final Days bonus cash. That's 1,000 bonus cash back, and that's on top of other offers.
Hurry! Built Ford tough trucks are moving fast. Ford SUV is almost gone. Built Wild Bronco family adventure is selling quick.
Lease an F-150 Super Crew for $299 a month for $36, or a Ranger Super Crew for $249 a month for $36. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Landowners in the Inland Northwest know when it comes to power, performance, and reliability, nothing beats a Coyote tractor from Jordan Sales and Service. Family owned and trusted for over 25 years, Jordan Sales and Service helps you tackle any property with Coyote tractors, zero-turn mowers, UTVs, and skid steers built for real work. Our full-service parts and service department keeps your Coyote tractor running strong every season. Visit Jordan Sales and Service, your home for Coyote tractors and unbelievable hometown service.
I have something for you.
I have something for you, too.
Get 0% APR on select Sierra 1500 models. See your local GMC dealer.
Ready for action? It's no holds barred as King of the Cage features up-and-coming MMA stars battling it out. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, February 5th. Get your tickets now.
Winning is just the beginning.
Welcome back. A potential breakthrough for some people with ALS, a new treatment that could slow and for some reverse the symptoms. ABC's Hannah Battah has the story.
Patients with a rare form of ALS may finally have something they've been waiting for, real hope.
Amazing. Like, I actually had some hope.
A new study suggests a drug called tofersen can slow and, in some cases, even reverse symptoms in people with a specific genetic form of ALS, a mutation called SOD1. ALS in all forms is a fatal neurological disease that gradually shuts down the nerves that control movement, speech, and breathing. There is currently no cure. After decades of failed trials and no progress, experts say the results of this study stand out.
To see people stabilize or get better, 20 to 25% in a clinical trial, is unheard of. It's never happened before.
Tofersen was approved by the FDA to treat ALS in 2023. This new study tracked patients for 3 years to see how improvements held up over time. More than 20% of patients who started on the drug early on after their initial diagnosis showed improvements in strength and function. Early treatment also reduced the risk of death nearly in half during the first 6 months.
That's my dad's side of the family, passed away from ALS.
For Jessica Morris, an Illinois mom of 3, the drug has been life-changing. Diagnosed at age 37, Morris was in a wheelchair and crawling up 2 flights of stairs just to get to bed. A couple of months after starting the drug, she says the unexpected happened.
I went to get on the step, and my leg went to hold my weight, like transition onto the next step. And I thought, I'm just gonna try it. It was not beautiful, it was not pretty, but I made it up the stairs that night.
Today, she leaves her wheelchair at home.
It's hard to kind of get your mindset around the fact that you have a future, you have, a life that includes a career, includes, your kids growing up and you getting to be there for it.
Doctors say these results prove something critical, that ALS is treatable and perhaps someday there will even be a cure.
I think that we're going to continue to find drugs that can stabilize, reverse, and lead to some improvement in people with ALS and for all forms of ALS.
That was Hannah Battah reporting. More than 60 people in at least 22 states have gotten sick with salmonella, and the outbreak is linked to raw oysters, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. The CDC says at least 20 people have been hospitalized, but at last check, no deaths have been reported. No recall has been announced because officials said a common source of the oysters has not yet been identified, but the Food and Drug Administration is also investigating. The spread of measles has been a concern in the area and nationally recently, with the cases of the disease once thought to be eradicated making a comeback. The concern became a stark reality for some travelers this week as they were exposed to the illness at Denver International Airport. Hear passengers' reactions to the news.
It's all about the holidays and spending time with our family.
Tom Mazzaferro and his family are back from Michigan.
Well, we always bring our water bottles, right, and fill it up here at the airport. We also use our antibacteria, right, and our wipes and so forth.
And the armrests. Clean travel hacks the whole family is schooled on.
If I don't travel, I don't work. And if I don't work, I don't feed my family. And if I don't feed my family, we don't take personal trips.
It all goes hand in hand for this traveler who just found out about a potential measles exposure here at DIA.
It's not good to hear that it's happening, but on the flip side, for me and my family, it's not going to necessarily change what we do.
The state health department says an out-of-state traveler with a confirmed case of measles visited the airport on December 12th.
The big issue with measles, however, is that it can stay airborne for up to 2 hours and be transmissible during that entire 2-hour period.
That passenger was vaccinated, and even though the MMR vaccine has an efficacy rate of 97%, Advent Health primary care physician Dr. Ming Wu says it's not impossible to contract measles anyway.
If they were compromised, or for some reason when they got the vaccine, they had something else that was going on that prevented the vaccine from taking hold.
He recommends good old-fashioned hand washing, and if you're immunocompromised, wearing a mask.
Unfortunately, incubation for this virus is anywhere from 7 to 21 days. And like I said, you can expose people even 4 days before.
Okay.
Well, WSU wrapped up their season as champions of the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. Coming up, Mia Green has more on the Cougs' historic bowl victory in Idaho. And hear from one of the 25 seniors, quarterback Zevi Eckhouse, on his thoughts after the meaningful win.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Drive home the holidays and save up to $16,250 off or 0% APR on new 2025 GMC Sierra 1500 Elevations. There's never any dealer-added markups on new vehicles. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange at GMC of Riverfront Park.
I was hungry and you fed me. I was sick and you looked after me. I was a stranger and you welcomed me.
Serving the most fragile in the community is exactly what our faith calls us to do. And at Catholic Charities, it's why we exist. For over 112 years, we've carried out our mission to serve the poor and vulnerable through our 15 different programs. We can only do this work with your help, so please support the Christmas collection today. so we can
feed, heal, and welcome.
Please give today at donateccew.org.
Your Greater Spokane Ram dealers wrap up the year sales event is on. Now's your time to unwrap great deals, like 0% APR financing for 60 months on 2026 Ram 1500 Bighorns. Plus, make no payments for 90 days. Backed by our 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. That's right, 0% APR financing for 60 months. Plus, America's best full-size truck powertrain limited warranty. Hurry in today before these huge deals disappear.
Magical moments. Snowy adventures. Warming up. Making memories. A winter wonderland. The perfect close-by getaway this winter is Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Find countless ways to play and plan your escape at cdawinter.com.
So what are you thinking?
I'm thinking about our honeymoon. What about Africa? Safari. Swim with elephants. Hot air balloon. Lions growling in the giraffes that come in through your window. Wait, can we afford a safari?
Great question. Like everything, it takes a little planning.
Or put the money towards a down payment?
With enough room for a baby?
Babies.
Baby.
Let's take a look at those scenarios.
JP Morgan Wealth Management has advisors in Chase branches and tools like Wealth Plan to help keep you on track. When you're planning for it all, the answer is JP Morgan Wealth Management.
Drive home the holidays and save up to $11,500 off or 0% APR on new 26 GMC Sierra 1500 Elevations. There's never any dealer-added markups on new vehicles. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange at GMC of River.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
We are taking you now to that live press conference in Shoshone County after a shooting that happened at the sheriff's office in Wallace, Idaho. You can see that there's someone on the podium now. We're going to listen in and see if they're starting that press conference now.
Pronounced dead at about 4:15 p.m. One officer got minor injuries. 2 civilians also had minor injuries. They were shot in the leg, I believe. Kootenai County Sheriffs and Coeur d'Alene Police are handling the criminal event, and ISP is handling the officer-involved shooting. And that's all I have at this time. Anybody else? I'd also like to add Damian Groves with the Kellogg Police Department did an outstanding job of taking control of the scene there. And big props to him. That's all I have.
Sheriff Betty, did the active shooter shoot at windows going inside or anything? First off, who did they shot at right away?
I don't have an answer for that. I haven't been inside the building yet, and it's all sealed up at the moment. Like I said, Kootenai County and Coeur d'Alene are handling the criminal part, and ISP is also handling the officer-involved shooting part of it.
I had been told that there were 2 people shot previous, like before the suspect was taken down. Is that true? Any truth to that?
All I know is that 2 ladies got shot. They were sitting in a pickup. One, the guy shot through the windshield and struck the lady in the leg, and then in the front seat, and the lady in the leg in the back seat.
Okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Do we know anything about the suspect who died? Is he from Wallace?
I don't know anything about it yet.
A name was just put out on social media. John Drake. Can we confirm that?
I cannot confirm that at all at this time.
Okay.
That was kind of irresponsible of whoever put that on there. So we don't even know yet.
Okay.
Question: who shot? Can we know who shot the suspect, the shooter?
All I know is there's an officer involved shooting. I don't know who it was. SWAT was here, so I believe it's some of their members.
Do you know how many law enforcement discharged their guns?
I do not.
Was it multiple?
I do not know.
Okay. And so for the 2 people so 2 civilians were injured in this, you said shot in the leg, 1 deputy, you said. How's their condition?
They're all fine, all minor injuries.
All minor injuries.
Were you inside the sheriff's office at the time?
I did go in, made entry, meeting the Kellogg Police Chief and Damian Groves also went inside. And a shot was fired through the dispatch center, striking Groves, I believe, in the ear. Just nicking his ear, and that's it. That's all I know as far as that goes. So.
Was there any hostage situation throughout this?
No.
Do we have a count on how many different law enforcement agencies responded?
We've got Cooney County, Coeur d'Alene, our department, all the local, Kellogg, Osborne, Spokane, Mineral County, FBI.
Did I see a marshal here? I did not. There were marshals here.
Yeah, there were marshals here.
Sheriff, you were just recently sworn in. How are you feeling right now, sir?
A little emotional. This is kind of been a rough month. This seems like one tragedy after the other.
Sorry, so could you take us through the events that happened? The man showed up, then shot inside.
I cannot. Like I said, everything is preliminary at the time, and it's probably going to change as it gets investigated.
And to confirm, were the people shot inside the sheriff's office?
No, they were not.
All three of them were outside the sheriff's office, and he went in.
2 civilians were shot in the street, that's all I know, and then 1 officer was shot near inside.
3 total people injured.
Yes, minor injuries.
Minor injuries.
And the time frame, I think I've heard anywhere from 2:30 to 2:45, and then when was do we know a time of when the shooter was shot?
4:15 p.m. when the shooter was down.
Okay.
Pronounced deceased at that time.
Good.
Are you able to address what, if at all, any special teams that were on scene?
I had, oh boy, there was several actually. Most of all is Coeur d'Alene and Cooney County. I believe that they have a joint SWAT team, is that correct?
That's correct, yeah. Cooney County Sheriff, joint SWAT team with Coeur d'Alene Police.
Sheriff Norris, did you respond over with your team, or were you here in like a backup capacity for Sheriff Eddie here that he's still a month into this?
Whenever we have agencies that, or whenever we have assets that go out of agency, we like to have a department head go. And in a significant event like this, as soon as I heard about it, I felt like it was probably necessary for me to come to support the sheriff.
Yeah.
If he's fully capable of handling this. But this is a fairly significant event. When you have a person that goes into a lobby of a sheriff's office and starts a shootout, that's a pretty significant event. And preliminary reports that we received was that the suspect had access to the jail. So that even ramped up, raised our response. So we immediately had our SWAT assets on our way. We put our jail on standby, and we were here to support the sheriff, the Shoshone County Sheriff, in any way that we could.
And speaking about the jail, were there folks in the jail while this was happening? Are they now removed from the jail, sent elsewhere?
There was folks in the jail, yes, and they are still housed in our facility.
Did the incident involve any part of the jail, or was it just the kind of office? Where was the shooter shot?
I believe in the lobby.
The lobby.
Sheriff Eddie, does that raise any sort of thought process about the future in securing the front lobby of the sheriff's office?
Usually that building is secure. Just open till today is open to business basically, and so that's how he just walked in.
Why was it open today? Sorry, just for clarification.
The lobby's always open, so people can walk in and fill out reports or make contact with dispatch to get a hold of us or whatever.
State agencies had the day off, but all of the county agencies, we didn't have the day off. So all of us were open for business.
Okay, we just lost our sound from this press conference, so we're going to give you a quick overview of what happened that we know so far from that press conference held by the Shoshone County Sheriff. So we know that a man came into the Shoshone County Sheriff's office and started shooting, and we know that that shooter shot into the windshield of a car and hit 2 women. Both of them were shot in the leg. The suspect was then shot and killed in the lobby of the sheriff's office. So we're still hearing details from both the Kootenai County Sheriff and the Shoshone County Sheriff during this press conference. Any more updates that we get during this newscast, we will bring to you. And of course, we have everything on our website, KXLY.com. Thank you for staying with us through these technical difficulties. For now, I'm going to send it over to our Mia Green with a look at sports.
Welcome into sports. Washington State wrapped up their season on Monday in Boise, Idaho on a high note, champions of the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. For Washington State, this season wasn't solely about wins and losses. It was about the journey. 25 seniors closing the book on their college careers, finishing together and finishing strong. Now the 2025 Cougs are bowl champions. Senior quarterback Zevi Eckhouse led the team to this victory, and he spoke about the bond in the locker room and what college football truly means to him.
College football is so unique, you know, the ability to travel the world and do what you love with people that you really care about, you know, meetings and practices and things of that nature. Obviously, you don't know what the future holds, but college football is something special, you know, and I'm forever grateful for it, and I'm glad that it gets to, you know, end on this note. But yeah, I'm just super blessed to be a part of, you know, such a caring and charismatic team with so many incredible people.
And history was also made that night. Washington State's offense put on a show, finishing top 3 in 5 major offensive categories, the most total rushing yards in WSU Bowl history being the most notable, but the booming 628 total yards in offense were second in WSU Bowl history. And kicking things over to hoops, conference play is finally here. The Zags open up with a trip to California to take on the Pepperdine Waves. Gonzaga heads into this matchup with a strong 12-1 start to the season, while Pepperdine comes in at 5-8. The last few times these two programs went head-to-head, the Bulldogs rode the Waves with wins. Tip-off in Malibu is Sunday at 5 p.m. The Zags also head into this matchup with a consistent force on the court in Braden Huff. Across the 2 most recent games, Huff was nearly automatic. He hauled in a career-high 37 points against Campbell, the second most in the conference this season, and that earned him the WCC Men's Basketball Player of the Week honor for the second time this season. And longtime head coach Mark Few is once again getting national recognition for the second year straight. His name appears on the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame ballot. Just a few games ago, Few surpassed 750 career wins, and the 2026 class will be announced at the NCAA Final Four on April 4th. And conference play also tips off for Gonzaga women's hoops as well. They'll host LMU at the McCarthy Athletic Center on Sunday. The Bulldogs come in with an 8-5 overall record, while LMU comes in with a similar record at 6-5. The Bulldogs are on a 2-game win streak and will look to continue that momentum at home, and they hold a 35-game win streak between the two programs when they go head-to-head. And it's been a huge week for freshman Lauren Whitaker, who continues to make her mark on the national stage. After 3 standout performances, she has earned both WCC Freshman and Player of the Week honors. She ranks among the top freshmen in the country with 5 double-doubles already this season, a program first for a Gonzaga freshman. And for Washington State men's hoops, conference play begins on the road. They'll take on the Portland Pilots. The Cougs head into this matchup on a 5-8 record, but fresh off a hard-fought win over the Mercer Bears. That pushed their record into the win column for the second straight game. On the other hand, the Pilots come into this one with a 7-6 overall record. And for the Cougs, freshman Ace Glass continues to make a name for himself in his freshman season. This week, he was named the WCC Freshman of the Week for the second time this season. From game 1, Glass has been the leading scorer for the Cougs and has shot nearly 90% from the line, ranking among the top freshmen nationally. He's consistent and posted consecutive double-figure games in the Cougs' last 2 non-conference games. I'm Mia Green, 4 News Now Sports.
Yeah, thank you so much. And we will be right back after this short commercial break.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
4 News Now weather is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Casino Resort Hotel.
Hello, ma'am. I'm Kyle with Bill's Heating, here to take a look at your furnace.
I thought you guys were teamed up with Gonzaga. Where's the basketball player?
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. We do have Davis Fogel on standby.
Standby?
Oh, yeah. Whenever one of us needs him, we just shout his name.
What?
Watch.
Whoa, it's like magic.
Actually, he just made me wait around the corner.
Exactly. It's magic.
Call Bill's Heating and AC today.
Rain or shine, day or night, good weather always reigns at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. No matter the weather, winning is better. Your 7-day forecast calls for fun at the Coeur d'Alene Casino.
Coeur d'Alene Casino, winning is just the beginning.
Alka-Seltzer Plus Cold or Flu Fizzy Chews. Chew, fizz. Feel better fast. No water needed. Alka-Seltzer Plus Fizzy Chews.
Sanja loves to bake cupcakes or cookies, but her feet, they were throbbing. Then one day, I found a solution. Arch supports from the Good Feet store.
Try them for yourself with a free arch support fitting and test walk at the Good Feet store.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on our next job. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com to nominate it. Our thanks to Horizon Credit Union for sponsoring the 4 News Now Extreme Team.
Landowners in the Inland Northwest know when it comes to power, performance, and reliability, nothing beats a Coyote tractor from Jordan Sales and Service. Family owned and trusted for over 25 years, Jordan Sales and Service helps you tackle any property with Coyote tractors, zero-turn mowers, UTVs, and skid steers built for real work. Our full-service parts and service department keeps your Coyote tractor running strong every season. Visit Jordan Sales and Service, your home for Coyote tractors and unbelievable hometown service.
Think I'll go for a walk outside.
Special Agent Will Trent. Catch me if you can.
Will Trent. You okay?
I am great.
Wedding cake in your face. Some brides think it's fun. Lots of others are outraged.
I wanted to leave.
This bride says it even led to her divorce. Next, Inside Edition.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Inside Edition at 7.
All right, welcome back in. We are still learning more about a shooting that happened in Wallace, Idaho today, and we want to give you a brief overview of what we learned from the Shoshone County Sheriff just moments ago. At 2:30, began shooting and entered the sheriff's office lobby. Multiple agencies responded to this shooting, and we do know that an officer shot that shooter, that person who came in. We also know that that person who was shooting before entering the sheriff's office lobby hit 2 women through the windshield of a car or a truck, hitting them in the leg. They have minor injuries. They are expected to be okay. And by 4:15 p.m., the Shoshone County Sheriff confirms that an officer shot that man who had been inside the lobby, and that man is now dead. We do know that the suspect had many guns with him, and inside of the sheriff's office was confined to a lobby. So there was at least a 2-hour time difference there where they were waiting for that person. We want to get you out to the scene with our Derek Strom, who has been there since this news broke in Wallace, Idaho. What have you learned so far, Derek?
Kirsten, I was able to speak with a witness not too long ago. I talked to Julie Swindell Ward, who says she was just taking a walk through town and she never expected to see anything like this happen. She says she was in a grocery store nearby the county sheriff's office when she heard a few shots, and people inside the grocery store told her that there was a shooting going on just across the street at the county sheriff's office. She says she then went to her car where she felt safe behind law enforcement, and she continued to watch everything that was going on. She couldn't believe how many different law enforcement units were responding to everything happening. And then she says eventually a SWAT team got there. You can still kind of see the truck behind me there. She said that the SWAT team told somebody inside the building to come out with their hands up, and she says she then heard more shots, and that's when things started to calm down just a little bit at the scene. She then started to see law enforcement start to leave the scene, ambulances as well, and that's when she felt it was safe to then leave the scene herself. But there's still a lot of information that we're looking to confirm from the shooting here, and we'll continue to bring you updates as soon as they become available. But for now, live in Wallace, Derek Strom, 4 News Now.
All right, Derek, thank you for that update, and thank you to that witness who, was able to provide you some details. We, again, know from the sheriff's office that there is no longer a threat in Wallace, Idaho. They are still investigating, though, so it is a busy area downtown. I'm going to send it now to Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker.
In your Saturday planner, a high of only 30 degrees. 33 is our average high. It's going to be a sunny day, but in between now and then, we have some snow to talk about. I'll let you know what to expect after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Set the scene for the season. Bring home comfort and style that feels like you. Create spaces you love coming home to. Many pieces in stock and ready for delivery. The Tin Roof. It's more than furniture, it's a feeling.
I have something for you.
I have something for you, too.
Get 0% APR on select Sierra 1500 models.
ShopDaveSmith.com.
This holiday season, you can count on Fred Meyer. You get up high quality and down low prices. Up high quality with our exclusive brands and down low prices on all your holiday needs. Because at Fred Meyer, quality and low prices always come together. Fred Meyer. Fresh for everyone.
For over 25 years, Dr. Arvind Chaudhry and Summit Cancer Centers has remained true to 3 core values. 25 years of coming together to develop the most complete and personalized treatment plans available. 25 years of providing the most advanced treatments and non-invasive radiosurgery in the country. 25 years of taking you on a healing journey from diagnosis to recovery.
And we are not stopping there. We will continue to offer the most comprehensive cancer treatment in the Northwest.
Summit Cancer Centers, integrated, innovative, inspired.
Martin breaking in, Martin comes in, Deeks fakes, backhand shot, let's go!
Saturday, December 27th at Numerica Veterans Arena. It's the Sturm Heating Family Feast as your Spokane Chiefs take on Wenatchee. Enjoy discounted concession favorites all game long at select concourse locations. Don't miss the Sturm Heating Family Feast, Saturday, December 27th. Gates open at 5 p.m. Puck drops at 6:05. Get your tickets now at SpokaneChiefs.com.
Set the scene for the season. Bring home comfort and style that feels like you. Create spaces you love coming home to. Many pieces in stock and ready for delivery. The Tin Roof. It's more than furniture, it's a feeling.
4 News Now is brought to you by Craig Swap and Associates.
Well, if it's raining at your house, it might be snowing soon, right,
yes,
Chris?
We are right now starting to make that transition over to wet snow. Let's take a look at live conditions right now. I don't want to leave the building here at 500 West Boone Avenue. You can barely see the arena. Something sticking to the lens. We're making that transition to snow. It's snowing at the airport and 36, snowing at the airport in Coeur d'Alene and 38 degrees. In Sandpoint, we've made the transition over to snow, but so far it is not sticking on the roadway here at Boyer. You can see that it is snowing, however, and coming down at a pretty good rate. I did check the camera at Mount Spokane just a minute ago, and it is piling up. It is all snow. We have winter weather alerts in effect for the area until 10 o'clock Saturday. By 10 o'clock Saturday morning, the snow will be long gone. However, up to 3 inches of snow, that is going to be the exception. Most locations will be seeing less than an inch right around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. The mountain areas, however, another story, 7 to 12 inches of snow above 3,000 feet in the central panhandle. Our forecast radar starts off with a messy mix of rain and snow, turning all to snow, but then really tapering off. Here's 9 o'clock tonight with snow from the Palouse up through the central panhandle, and then some hit and miss snow showers behind our main band of snow. That will continue through about 2 a.m. and then things really start to clear off. By 6, 7 a.m., we're going to be looking at clear skies and some sunshine. Some of the snowfall totals you can expect: 1 to 2 inches of snow in Coeur d'Alene, in St. Mary's, in Sandpoint, 2 to 4 in Kellogg, and 2 to 4 down mainly on the Idaho side of the border, down on the Palouse. Closer view around the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area shows most locations getting less than an inch, with some exceptions: Hayden, Spirit Lake, down in Spangle. What you get will be yours to keep for the weekend. Temperatures below average, and then right about average, if not a little bit above, once we get into next week. We are in the midst of what has so far been the warmest December on record. Today, above average temperatures. So if we're below average tomorrow, which I'm quite sure we will be, it will be the first time in more than 3 weeks. It's been a weird December. A cold weekend ahead, and then gradually our temperatures moderate to the kind of temperatures you would expect in December and early January in Spokane, warming up toward the New Year's Day, Thursday, with a mix of rain and snow and some cold overnights. Colder than we've been. 17 for a morning low Sunday.
And before we go to break, here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup tonight.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
We're not waiting for the new year to give it everything we've got. At Planet Fitness, we're finishing strong. Enjoy 24-hour access at most clubs when you join for $1 down, $15 a month, cancel anytime, and pay nothing until January 17th. Deal ends December 31st.
Everyone's gearing up for the holidays. The best friend.
So happy together.
And the first timer. The neighborhood hero. And the out-of-towners. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet.
It's Chevy Red Tag. Well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing on this Silverado with over $7,900 total value. Plus, Costco executive members can get a $12.50 members-only incentive.
In a town by the lake on a crisp winter night, holiday lights sparkle, a beautiful sight. A cruise to the North Pole, cocoa in hand, a feeling of joy throughout the land. Fireworks bursting, the grand Christmas tree, rooms with treats for both you and me. One December, I just might proclaim, let's move Christmas to Coeur d'Alene.
Whether planning your big day or needing a final touch, the Spokane Wedding Expo is for you. Experience firsthand all the aspects of a great wedding. Food, fashion, photography, and flowers all in one place. For tickets, visit SpokaneWeddingsAndEvents.com.
Did you know that Spokane Hyperbaric Center uses oxygen to reduce pain, inflammation, and swelling?
I didn't know that.
Did you know that hyperbaric oxygen therapy promotes new blood vessel growth, fights infection, and releases more stem cells from your bone marrow?
I didn't know that.
Would you like to know if Spokane Hyperbaric Center is the right choice for you? Go to hyperbarichope.com to find out.
Spokane Hyperbaric Center gave us hope. And now you know.
Before the guests arrive, it's all about the details. Making everything just right. Creating the perfect vibe. And setting the mood. Every detail matters. Then, take a moment to enjoy it all. Just you and your best friend. Enjoy our free white glove delivery service and interest-free financing with the More Furniture credit card. Visit a More Furniture store near you or shop now at morefurniture.com.
See what we can do for you with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Another look at your 7-day forecast. A cold weekend ahead, but you may wake up with some snow at your house. It will not melt for a while. Warmer weather next week.
All right, thank you, Chris. And coming up tonight on Nightside, we are continuing to follow that breaking news out of Wallace, Idaho, where a shooting happened at the Shoshone County Sheriff's Office. Investigators say the shooter is dead and there is no longer a threat in the area, but they want people to avoid the Sheriff's Office, the courthouse, that whole stretch right now as investigators continue what they're doing out there. Our reporters are staying on the scene. They'll have the latest details tonight at 11 for Nightside. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you then.